Hi, and welcome to our third reflection in Holy Week. We're here on Wednesday, and you'll notice there's no Bible verses for today. That's partly because, as you read through the Holy Week story, there isn't any verses or anything that really we can pinpoint that happened on this day. Traditionally, it's called Spy Wednesday. It's the day that they think Judas and the Sanhedrin got together and plotted the arrest of Jesus. And so it's kind of seen as this in-between day. We've had the Palm Sunday, the washing of Jesus's feet by Mary. We've had his teaching in the temple, the turning over of tables, all that kind of activity. And then there's this day of kind of nothingness before we hit Maundy Thursday, Good Friday, Easter Saturday, and then Easter Sunday as well. And so this Wednesday is kind of almost a pivot day. And like I say, there's traditionally not much that is referred to within this bit. And so I thought today was a good day to talk about rest. You know, whatever we understand of how much Jesus knew what lay ahead of him, this is a day where he seems to have stopped. From what we know, he was at Bethany with Mary and Martha and Lazarus and his disciples, but we don't know much else he did, where his mind was in this time, what he was thinking about. But we know that he probably stopped to recuperate, to refresh before all that lay ahead of him. Maybe there were preparations going on for the Last Supper that would take place, preparations for the Passover as it would have been for them. But it was a day of rest, a day of stopping before the next 48 hours, which would change the world forever. So for each of us, we sit in the midst of this Holy Week trying to come to terms with what it looks like in this new world. We are finding ourselves in new routines, daily walks, essential trips to the shop, trying to keep in touch with friends and family as best as we can, doing things that we probably wouldn't normally do in an Easter week in years gone by. And yet I want us just to think about what it means to stop, what it means to take some deep breaths, what it means to refocus ourselves before we hit the rest of this week, before we go into what lies ahead. Maybe, it's a beautiful day outside. You want to take some time just to go out and to breathe some fresh air, go and stand in your garden if you have one, or open a window and just breathe in and out and allow God's Spirit to fill you and refresh you in this time. Allow God to just take away all those worries, those anxieties, those fears that you might have, and allow his Spirit to speak to you in these moments. Because even though, as for many ministers in years gone by, this next 3-4 days is usually a time of service after service after service, and we'd run ourselves into the ground doing all that needs to be done for Holy Week. It's different this year. There is not going to be as much, and there's not going to be the same sense, and yet maybe this is a chance for us to allow God to do something new in this time, allow God to challenge us in a different way. Maybe it's a time where we see the Easter story in a new light. And so take this chance to stop. Take this chance to breathe deep breaths. Take this chance to allow God to speak to you and prepare yourself for what lies ahead, for Maundy Thursday, Good Friday, for the events of Easter Sunday, and then what goes beyond there. We should be coming out of lockdown, or at least it should be reviewed on the Monday, but the likelihood is we're going to be here for a little bit longer. And what does that mean? What does it mean to be a follower of Jesus in this time? Maybe this is the opportunity to just allow God and his still small voice to speak to you, wherever you might be. We're going to be back tomorrow with a reflection again, and then Good Friday. There'll be nothing on Easter Saturday, but then Easter Sunday, if you want to join us 10:30, we'll be live streaming from Cullercoats and across the circuit and beyond through Facebook and YouTube, and it would be great to have you with us and to share in that time. But I pray that you would have a restful moment this day and that God would speak to you in this time. Take care for now, and I will see you all soon, hopefully. Bye.